Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are in a series of health for the Enneagram 5, and today we are on level 5, drop dead down the center, in the middle, right landing at average with the intense conceptualizer. We are basing this series off of a book by Rizzo and Hudson titled Personality Types, and the link is in the description below. Let's jump on in to health for the Enneagram 5. As average 5s retreat into the apparent safety of their minds, they ironically begin to heighten their insecurities about their abilities. They are putting less and less time into anything outside of their narrowing interests and are less willing to try new activities. Average 5s believe they have no inner resources to spare. So we're starting to see at this level definitely bringing it on in, making sure that we're getting to bare bones because there is nothing to spare. Average 5s begin to view most of their social interactions as intrusions upon their time and space. Time and space they believe they must devote to their quest for mastery. Other people, other relationships are getting in the way of what we're trying to build in here at this level. And again, this is at a very average level. This is your average 5. We become more secretive. Average 5s do not want anyone or anything to distract them from whatever they believe they are gaining by exploring those realities. Complexity. They get involved in highly detailed, complicated systems of thought, immersing themselves in obscure theories, whether they have to do with these abstruse regions of such traditional academic studies such as astronomy, mathematics, philosophy, or with esoteric topics such as the Kabbalah, astrology, and the occult. They are endlessly fascinated with intellectual games, surprise, surprise, such as chess, computer stimulation games, Dungeons and Dragons. All of these things starting to lead them more into fiction. Fiction reading becomes more popular. Horror becomes more popular. Things that other people may even consider as, a little bit off norm or dark. We're starting to see that in this level. The thinking of average 5s becomes increasingly uncensored. They are willing to entertain any thought, no matter how horrible, unacceptable, or taboo it may seem to others. 5s are in pursuit of the truth, and if the truth is unpleasant or upsets existing conventions, then so be it. They feel that knowledge is power and that by possessing knowledge they will be secure because they perceive more than others do and hence can protect themselves. They increasingly become unwilling to talk about their personal or emotional lives. 5s begin to control access to themselves. So again, not only compartmentalizing their relationships, but even access to their time. They offer little information about themselves. They can be terse, cryptic, or totally uncommunicative. They also control access by compartmentalizing their relationships and different aspect of their lives. This is the classic, we have these part of our friends, we have these part of our friends, we have these part of our friends. There's story of friends that the classic 5 would be the one that you hear is at their funeral, and people are looking around going, well, who's that? Who's that? And they're people that have known the same person for 20 years, but they never allowed those worlds to mix. We've got work mix, we've got league mix, we've got church mix, we've got other things. All of that compartmentalization of relationships and really controlling access is that average 5. Average 5s do not want their friends comparing notes on them. Simplicity. The 5 will do with relationships what they do with elsewhere in their lives. They begin to reduce their needs. Anything that is extraneous or taking something from them, it's got to go. It's too much. Now lean in for this. Average 5s will often take employment far beneath their capabilities. I'm going to say that again. Average 5s will often take employment far beneath their capabilities. Why? Because they want to avoid becoming entangled in demands. Ironically, they are avoiding living their lives so that they can devote time to preparing to live their life. I got to get ready so I can live my life, but I'm not living my life because I'm not ready. Fives can lose the forest through the trees. Average fives speculate and theorize, turning their ideas around in their minds, examining them from every angle, endlessly producing new interpretations, and lose the forest through the trees. As brilliant as they may be, average fives do not easily publish their ideas because they cannot bring them to a conclusion. I saw this funny meme the other day. It was about a five. So there was a gentleman sitting on the couch and he was like, oh, my back hurts and this, and the other gentleman said, well, I'm sorry, I can't help you. I can do a little bit of research, but I'm not really sure. And the guy with the hurting back was like, dude, you're a chiropractor. And the chiropractic five friend said, yeah, but I don't know enough. There's still something more I need to know. So even fives that know their specialty feel like there's more that they need to know. Average fives feel the body is merely a vehicle for the mind. That it's all up here and this vessel just happens to come along. Nervous. Both for better or for worse, average fives are extremely high-strung, as if their nervous systems were tuned to a higher pitch than those of other personality types. Suspicious. The more detached the average fives are, the more ambivalent they are to just about everyone else. They are attracted to people, yet suspicious of them. Unavailable. This is good. It is typical for average fives to be unmarried or to have stormy relationships. Intimacy with others is just too involved. Here is the bonus of this level 5 for the 5. And I had not thought about this before, but it made sense when I read it. They have a great difficulty accepting the idea of a benevolent universe, let alone a benevolent God. Moreover, the problem of evil is an enormous stumbling block. The horror and uncertainty of the world is so apparent to fives that any God who allowed the world to be as it is must be sadistic, an evil God, a God they refuse to become involved with. In fact, if you've got any thoughts on that, let me know below. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is a series. I will have listed the Enneagram 5 Health Series playlist below. Have a good one. See you next time.